Hey, top of the morning to everybody. Here we go, boys. Week 12. Holy shit. Odell Beckham. The news on the wire right now. Odell meeting with Dallas and the Giants. Wow. Dallas, the Bills, and the Giants. Shit. Who needs him the most? Obviously, the Giants need Odell Beckham more than anybody. Man. Yeah, well, football's a business. If if the Giants are going to take any shot this year, they should sign Odell. Now, Odell's a free agent, so if the Giants offer him more money by a lot, he would definitely come. Right? It's about the money, and if his leg blows off again, it's a wrap for his career. Hey, Geese, I got a question for you. Um, you know what? Give me a ring. Give me a ring, Geese, if you're around. I got a couple things to bounce off your chest. I got a few ideas, and I'd like to get a talking partner, or I could go through it. But if you call me, I'll speak to you about it. I want to know about Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham's visiting with the Giants and the Bills today. Geese, Geese.
Hey yo.
Hey, turn your volume down on me because I heard myself a little bit.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Oh, hey, listen, how you doing, buddy? Good morning.
Good morning, Nooch. How you doing, brother?
Good, always good. I got a question for you here. It just came up on the wire. Odell Beckham is meeting with the Bills and the Giants today, and the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so I got the back end of what you were hearing about
Right.
Odell, but my personal thoughts is, let me ask you this: some Giants fans are split on this. Do you want Odell back?
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking about that, and I was saying hell no, hell no. You saw me hating on him last week on my shorts. I was saying hell no, but if you separate your emotions from it and you realize that football's a business, the Giants need him more than anybody. The Giants need Odell Beckham more than anyone. So I think I want him now because I don't care about Odell Beckham personally. So as a business and for the team to succeed, we take a shot on him. Who do we have right now? Richie James. I like Slayton.
I mean, they're all bad, dude. You have Kenny Galladay, who's getting $19 million a year to do nothing.
Geese, what happened to our receivers this year on the Giants? How about your boy Kadarius Toney? You called it that he was going to be good, but we just didn't realize it was going to be for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I know.
What happened to that kid?
I think we're trying to find people. Kadarius Toney's a bit of a ball hog. He wants the ball every play. We're trying to find complacent people.
Right.
But that's why I'm saying maybe Odell wouldn't work. Personally, I would love Odell back, and I would take him to heartbeat. But we have the worst. We have the worst cap situation of any team right now.
So we won't be able to offer him. We won't be able to outbid the Dallas Cowboys, or probably not. Right? What are they going to give him the highest offer? Right? He's probably or who knows where he wants to go. If I was him, I'd want to go to the Bills.
So I don't know if you saw his list. He wants his list is the Giants, the Jets, Cowboys, Bills, and 49ers. That's
okay.
His list.
Oh wow! But, imagine Odell Beckham on the 49ers. Man,
I personally don't think he's going to go to Buffalo because there's no he wants a big life team, right? Well, what is with the Orchard Park? It's in a neighborhood. You're really not getting any big city life there,
right?
But
right.
I personally think he's going to go back to the Giants, but we do not have any money to throw. So I think
that's tough.
Situation.
We lost Wan'Dale Robinson, but hey, you know what? As a Giants fan, if you were to tell me before the season to sign me up for this record, what are they? 8-4. What are they now? 8-4.
7-3.
Let me see.
7-4.
Standings right now. The Giants are 7-4. I would sign up for that. I would sign up for that any day. 7-4. At least we're in the shot. We're in the hunt.
But I think we do need Odell though, because our offense is awful.
Yeah, we need him. We need him pretty bad.
Every game we've won, we've been trailing in the fourth quarter. It reminds me of the 2011 Eli comeback season when Eli Manning was just coming back every game.
Yeah,
it reminds me a lot of that. So we do need offensive weapons. We're not good to play behind every game, and on top of that too, like we're playing scrappy games. Like when do you ever see the Giants bomb a wide receiver, like a pass for a touchdown? Barely ever.
Yeah, the Giants are playing hard 60 minutes of football. That's why I don't want to waste this season, because I feel like the team is on a high with this coach. Everybody's bought in right now, because sometimes people have a shelf life. Not everybody coaches for 15, 20 years like Mike Tomlin for the Steelers. Like right now, he's got the locker room. They're playing hard. I kind of wish that we would go for it a little bit here.
On top of that, too, Nooch, right now, if the playoffs were to start today, every single team in NFC East would make it. So
yeah, and that's what I'm worried about with the Giants, too. We got Washington twice, who's no slouch. Washington twice, and we got, and Philadelphia twice, right? We didn't play Washington or Philly this year, the Giants.
Yeah, we got Washington December 5th, and then Philly December 11th back.
Philly twice. Do you think we could split with the Eagles? That's going to be tough.
I think so. I think we'll get one. I think we might get one.
I'll tell you who I feel bad for. I feel bad for the quarterback on the Jets. I feel like they dogged him in the media. They dogged him. And all of a sudden, I'm watching Monday Night Countdown. RG3 is upset, screaming. They got to bench him. Like RG3, just because your knee blew out in 1 year and you had a failed career, like, take it easy. Like, everybody, the entire media acted like Zach Wilson didn't go against the Patriots on Sunday. Bill Belichick makes quarterbacks look bad that are veterans. Why did the whole world come down on him for having a bad game? Mac Jones didn't score any touchdowns that day. How did he do on Thanksgiving? He looked great.
Yeah, I think for Zach Wilson, that's what I'll call him. For Zach Wilson, it's gotta be the draft capital, right? Number 2 pick. He's barely putting up 90 yards a game, and on top of that, too, if you watch his plays, if you just had a strong pocket presence, I like stay in the pocket for like 3 to 4 more seconds, he'd probably actually have a play opposed to him just scrambling in a corner and not finding anyone. But Nooch, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Tyler Letcher says, Nooch, if you see this, give me 3 anytimes for 1 o'clock.
Oh, you know what? I'm going over the FanDuel right now. That's why I came on a little early today, because I'm gonna go over that with you guys right now. I'm signing in. I'm gonna check it out. I want to discover them, and I want to watch injury reports from now till almost game time, because we're gonna find something. I have a feeling I like Michael Carter a little bit today. I like Michael Carter to maybe find the end zone for the Jets. The Bears are banged up. No Fields. Fields is ridiculous. I think the Jets will take care of the Bears today, even with their backup. But I don't think they're just going to be an aerial assault team. They're going to hit their backs, quick screens, all shit like that. I like Carter today, I think, so far.
I've been thinking Cordell Patterson, maybe.
You know what? All the fantasy experts are saying, like, stay away from him. But I have him in 2 of my leagues, and I like Cordell. Of course, it's easy to say stay away from Cordell Patterson because he's had a couple slow weeks. Oh, no shit. What a safe play. Be careful, Cordell. Like, come on. Like, some of these fantasy experts are so full of shit.
He just got back to healthy, too. And, like, dude, if you look at the Falcons, no Kyle Pitts. Who else who are they going to give the ball to? Like, Tyler Algier?
Their biggest weapon is Cordell. And I think if he's healthier than he's been, they'll use him. I believe they'll use him.
I disagree. Their best weapon on a team was Kyle Pitts. He got injured.
Definitely.
Then it was Drake London, but they don't throw the ball.
Drake London came on so strong to begin the season. I'm surprised that he didn't. Well, Atlanta's just Mariota's not an elite thrower, really.
All they do is run. They're a very predictable team. That's why drafting Kyle Pitts in both leagues has been the most frustrating thing, because you look at him, he's 6'6", runs a 4.38. Think he's gonna be amazing, and they just don't pass the ball.
They just put him on the shelf. And Mike Kyle Pitts, right? He went on the injured list for a minute.
Yeah, I dropped him. You can pick him up in the league.
Nah, you know what? He's on the IL for I think about a month.
Yeah, he's going under minor MCL surgery, so he'll be out like 4 weeks.
Oh, that's not too bad. Wow. Yeah. I knew something was bothering him. I think that he's had that knee hurt all year, Kyle Pitts, and that's probably why he was so ineffective. He was really non-effective at all this year. I was waiting for him to pop off. You know how many people drafted him early? You know what? Here's what I don't understand about football. Hey, Richie baby, my buddy's on the stream. How you doing, Richard? Good morning. I came on early because I talked to so many people. I figured we all might as well be piped in here at the same time. We're looking for stuff.
Nooch, I'm logging in. I'm gonna see if there's so many times.
Okay.
You keep going. I'll let you know
Check
if I
your
like
stuff,
any.
Geese. All right, I'll talk to you later, bud.
I'll stay on, brother.
No, I'll come back to you. I'll come back. I got to look at some stuff anyway on the phone. Later. Hey, Richie. We're going over all this stuff today. There's a lot going on. What are we doing here? Oh, so what I wanted to touch on real quick was the NFC and the AFC East. Big time standings here. The AFC East is low. Like, this is a great race. Everybody's acting like the Jets are the worst team in the world with Wilson. They're not out of it. The Dolphins look like a hybrid team when they're healthy. The Bills and then the Patriots are always hanging around. They're going to be there. Josh Allen's hurt, guys. Josh Allen is hurt. I saw that on Thanksgiving. If any of you guys watched that, I don't know how good you were able to watch that game, but Josh Allen made a lot of bad throws. It just was not him. And the UCL doesn't recover. So I can almost guarantee it. I would say 90%. Right after this football season, Josh Allen's going to get Tommy John surgery. I saw the other day Bryce Harper's getting Tommy John surgery, and he's going to be back for the All-Star break in July. So it's December 12 to 7. So 8 months he can come back. So let's give Josh Allen 9 months from February he might be back next Halloween. There's no way a quarterback of talent that good, as young as he is going to keep a UCL kind of injured. The way he was missing those throws, he's got to manage this for the rest of the year. Buffalo, I'd be real careful. Guys. I saw major differences in Josh Allen Thursday that I've ever seen. If that UCL is messed up, the only thing you can do is manage it until the surgery. If you get into a high pitched playoff game the way Mahomes and Kelsey and them boys look this year, I don't know if a hurt elbow Josh Allen's going to do it. They're keeping it quiet. There's a big problem in Buffalo. Big problem. What's up, boys? You guys are crazy. Hey, yeah, I've seen major problems in Buffalo. Guys, just a little mental note to you guys. The Cincinnati Bengals have the exact same record as they did last year on November 26th or 27th. Same record. They're scoring the same amount of points. Look it up. I don't know, maybe a couple of you guys caught it this morning. I actually caught it on the NFL Network, about 7. Same record, same points per game, same points against. Everything's identical. Are the Bengals ready to make another run? We'll see. What's up, Richie? Hey, guys. Hey, guys. We're neighborhood picks here. Like, subscribe, share it. Make sure you guys are in here the right way. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's not the best games this week, but the season is heating up so good. Thank God for fantasy football, because these are some of the worst games I've ever seen in my life. But fantasy's heating up so much that they're huge. We got a lot of players to look at today. I have one league that I'm hurting in so bad that's the leagues that are the most fun if you need to stay alive. I picked up Foreman, but then I don't think I'm going to start him because Denver's rushing game, Carolina might not be able to score. But I love Foreman, but I have to be smart with the matchups. So I like Pacheco as a sleeper. I'm that thin where I got to look at somebody like that in my second flex in one of my leagues. I'm looking at Pacheco. I like Michael Carter today. These are all guys we're going to go with maybe any times. Oh, man. What do we got here? Yeah, Miller's going to be back in a few weeks. But I'm more worried about Josh Allen with that elbow. There's a lot of things curious. Going down these games, look at Baltimore. Doesn't it feel like Baltimore's been playing like shit? But they're winning a lot of them. They're playing like shit and they're winning in like somebody's got to win bowl. It's like, hey, it's the somebody's got to win game of the week. Baltimore and Shitsville. You know what I'm saying? Like, Baltimore's an ugly team. Jacksonville's home and they're getting 3.5. Trevor Lawrence is growing That's why they got to leave Zach Wilson in. If you're taking a real shot on this guy, leave him in. Your team is fighting for something right now. Leave him in. I don't know. And who the fuck is Garrett Wilson to be ripping him to the media? Garrett, how many catches does Garrett Wilson have this year? Wait, hold on. Let's look up Garrett Wilson, Mr. Yellow fucking Shades, throwing his quarterback under the bus. Garrett Wilson, whoa, he's tearing the league up this year. Holy shit, he's got 44 catches for 500 yards. Back up, Garrett Wilson's talking in the locker room. Oh, yeah, I seen some ugly stuff this week with the Zach Wilson talk. Guys murdering him. Stephen A. Smith called him a boy. He's a boy playing a man's game. Oh man, real wow. I never heard him call Lamar Jackson a boy. Shit, got serious quick. Wilson had a bad game against the Patriots. Let's kill him. Shit got so serious that the coach got rabbit ears, and then they ended up benching him. Oh, he handled the press conference wrong. He must sit. What? When did this become a thing? I don't get it. I'm getting myself fired up thinking about that. That pisses me off. Oh, well, he didn't say the right thing when they asked him the question. Did you let your team down? No. He's all right. He's a fucking kid. He just got out of the game. Not everybody's seasoned on speaking, like to reporters and stuff. I wouldn't be at 22 years old. That's crazy. There's a lot of start sit questions this week. A lot of start sit questions, guys. I'm having questions in my lineups. I'm not really sure. I really want to see injury reports. There's funny games today. The Chiefs are over 2 touchdowns ahead of the Rams, 15.5. That kind of makes me think Fat Andy is going to draw up a heavy Pacheco package. You're playing the Rams. They got no artillery. The Rams have no firepower, no Stafford, no Cup. They told their running back to go home. They don't even use running backs. Where are they going? So I think Fat Andy's going to put a nice little design, see things for Pacheco, give him 20 carries, maybe 15, couple catches. How about using this little pipsqueak in the screen game? He runs crazy. I haven't seen a kid run that hard. Well, they all run hard. The NFL running backs, a lot of them run hard, but this kid does it at the highest level. Yeah, the highest level. I like Pacheco as a football player. I don't know how it's going to translate to fantasy. Like, you ever watch the Cowboys on Thursday? Michael Gallup, man, he had the most impressive 5 for 54 that I've ever seen. He made some really sweet catches, like football plays in traffic, and it was only 5 for 54. But if you saw that game on Thursday, Michael Gallup showed some big time skills, like championship plays. That was huge. What we got here? PPR dilemma, need one. Carter. I like Carter today. Pickens is coming on. Foreman, I love him, but it's a tough matchup today against the Denver run D and another no firepower team. We don't know. I say no firepower. Darnold might come in and play just as good as Baker. Not Baker, but PJ Walker had some good games. Let me see. Mooney, I like, but no Fields, so we gotta proceed with caution with Mooney. And Akers, they told him to go home. Akers is next to me. Rich, Cam, wake up. Richie wants to know if you should start, Cam. They told Cam Akers. Oh no, wait, no. I'm sorry. They told Darrell Henderson to go home. I got mixed up, Richie. Stay away from Rams running backs. McVay, they quoted him. I don't know if you were in the room, Rich, or not, but they quoted McVay, the little guy for the Rams. They quoted McVay as saying, "Every time I call a run, I feel like I'm wasting a play." Oh my God. So that's what he thinks of running backs. If that little guy had his way every day, every play, he would throw. He's little. He's got that complex. He wants to throw all over the place. He's in a Campbell Chunky Soup commercial, and he's giving the kid a lunchbox on the school bus. Bad commercial for a guy like that. He's too little. He looks like a little boy getting on the school bus with his soup. It messes with my head every time I see the commercial. Can't, not a good look for him. Don't put him next to a bunch of little children getting on a school bus with the chunky soup because he looks like one of the children. He looks like he missed the bus. McVay, a little guy. You ever see him how he held a story about how he met Stafford? Well, we met in Cabo, having a couple of adult beverages. You ever see his wife? Oh, I'm going into bad territory. Oh man, he's a funny little guy. I peeped him out. Yeah, every time I run, it feels like I'm wasting a play. That's what he said. So here we go. Now I want to share with you guys before it gets too crowded. What I'm going through here with the one league where I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. I was 2-7. Then I was 3-7. Now I'm 4-7. Trying to go 5-7. And everybody ahead of me is like 1 or 2 games. I need to win. I got after this week, got 3 left. So I can literally be 1 game out of my playoff spot, holding on by a thread. But my team's going in the right direction. If I could just get one more win. Justin Herbert's making a comeback a little. Pollard, good this year so far. Wilson, looking good over there in Miami. I had a running back go down. Cooper Kupp's on the IR. Goddard's gone. I'm going Jacoby Myers. Oh, he had a 9 the other day. I might have to go with Paris Campbell in the Bullets in the chamber tomorrow night. I like having a little Monday night artillery. I might have to go Paris Campbell. I got Carter in there too on my other flex. I like Carter today. I don't think Robinson over from the Jaguars has knocked anyone's socks off. So I'm looking for Michael Carter. Let's see Carter's workload. Let's see Carter's workload in the last couple games. Okay, Carter, last 4 games that he played, roughly the time Brees went down. 13 carries, 7 carries. I don't care what he ends up with. 13, 7, 12, and 8. All right, not bad. Receptions, 2, 7. Wow, good. 1, 2. All right. So if he can get about 15 carries and come in the middle of that high 7, that low 2, give me 4 catches today, Michael. 5 would be like we got away with a bank robbery. If Carter could give me 14 carries and 4 solid catches and maybe find the end zone, that's a win for your slot. I'm just trying to have high floors. Try to keep your floors high. Don't go with guys like fucking Duvernay. Sorry about the cursing. Duvernay. Oh, he can go for 90 or he can catch no balls for 3 weeks. Like, go with guys that should have a high floor. Like, did I hit the lottery with Jacoby Myers on Thanksgiving? No. He missed 3/4 of the game, but at least he had a 9. I knew he always catches 5 for 70, always. And if I got luckier, I got luckier. And Pollard gave me a high floor, but 18 carries, only 60 yards, 2 catches, 1 yard. That hurt. But I knew he'd do something. I just need 2 or 3 guys to pop off. When you have 10 slots in a fantasy, you get 3 guys to pop off with a 25 or higher, you're probably going to be in the 130s, 140s. Sometimes that's enough to win. Sometimes it's not. Now, when I'm hanging on and I don't have a great team in my one league, so I'm trying to just put my floor as high as I can. That's what I'm going for. We got to look at weather. Is anybody else feeling the 3-7 Jaguars today at home to maybe play with the Ravens, could maybe win? I kind of like the Jaguars right now. I keep going back to them. I picked them in my picks too. Guys, we're neighborhood picks. Like and subscribe. I keep going with the Jaguars. I feel like Baltimore is getting by with smoke and mirrors. Deshaun Jackson is starting today. I'll take guys that were relevant 8 years ago for 1,000, Alex. Deshaun Jackson is starting today for Baltimore. I saw him catch a cross last year. The Rams signed him for about 3 weeks. He caught a cross. He turned it upfield and ran out of gas. Like, he ran out of gas and had to go out of bounds or he would have been gone for the touchdown. It was disgusting. So he came in. He could still run, I guess, for bursts, but I hope he's training a little harder this year. I hope he's training a little harder. If you're going to go back to the NFL and you're 35 and you're blessed with speed, get in shape. Run fucking gassers. Like, go on the field sideways, not long way, sideways. Go to the other side, back, other side, back. Like 85% speed. That's a gasser. There, back, there, back. Roughly 200 meters. And that's it. You do 10 of them, 5 of them at the end of each workout, this, that, after your routes. You shouldn't be running out of gas after you catch a zoomer. I love those crossing patterns in the NFL now. These offenses are beautiful. That's what, Fat Andy. We need to really tip our caps to Fat Andy out there in Kansas City. He's amazing the way he designs plays. That's why I'm feeling a Pacheco burger today. A Pacheco burger. Hold the lettuce. I'm feeling Pacheco. Fat Andy's so creative. They're playing the Rams. No firepower. Why go all over the place? Get the running game going. Screens. Pop, pop. You got to respect the pass anyway. So when Mahomes goes back, get that screen game, that underneath, those 5 yards or less air yard throws. Like, no bombs away. Then later you go down the field. Kenneth Walker back today after the bye. That kid has been the most impressive back to me in the league. Year round. What's up, buddy? Neighborhood Picks, guys. Like, subscribe. The live streams every Sunday. We never miss the live stream. That's the most fun part. Everybody pops in. Everybody asks me what's going on. We talk things out, and we come to a lot of good conclusions on here. That's why I have a lot of fun with the live stream, because we come to real good conclusions, and I often come up with winners talking with you guys. So this is where we brew up ideas from 10 to 12:30. We're looking at the line. Denver, Carolina. The somebody's got to win bowl. Atlanta, Washington, another somebody's got to win bowl. But Washington's not that bad. Neither 3.5. Tampa Bay, Cleveland. Talk about ugly games. Like Tommy Brady. He's 45 years old. 45 years old. I give him credit. And he's waking up today playing a football game in Cleveland. God bless him. God bless him. I wonder what it'd be after a while with these athletes. Like, you almost got to sit them down. Everybody says that they're going to retire when they're ready, but they never do. Michael Jordan couldn't. He retired. He came back early. Did another three-peat. Then he retired. Then he came back to the Wizards and then retired. But when he was on the Wizards, he was 40. Brady, in my opinion, should have hung it up after the Super Bowl. He doesn't need to be playing now. His marriage got screwed up. Everything's messed up over there. Rodgers is playing with a hurt thumb. Rodgers is hurt too. Rodgers and Josh Allen, we got to watch them going forward, because Rodgers' thumb is broke, they said. And Josh Allen, the UCL ligament does not heal. So they're going to have to manage that all season now. I saw him miss throws he would never miss. It's not going to get much better. And on a bad throw, and if the sharp pain comes in again, it's all back, inflamed. That's why you have to get the Tommy John surgery, like Bryce Harper just got earlier this week. Just saw that, Bryce Harper. I feel so bad for Buffalo, because Josh Allen's going to get the surgery right after the season. Why wouldn't you get the surgery? What is he going to wear, a brace? Like, he's got too strong of an arm. The reason why they're leaving him in and he's managing it is because he's Josh Allen. A normal guy, if that happened to Chad Pennington, he'd look like Chad Pennington. Remember Chad Pennington? T-Rich, let's do this. Hey, people are coming in. Here we go. All right. What do you got? Which dilemma, Rich? Hit me up with it. I'll let you know. I love doing. I would love to do a podcast and collaborate with people. That's really the space that I eventually see myself getting in. I like long form. I actually prefer long form conversation. I get into like all day shows and podcasts. I kind of like that. So I would like to trade try different things and go into different spaces. So sure. Absolutely. Let me know. I'm Neighborhood Picks, Neighborhood Picks Twitter, Neighborhood Picks IG. Same exact spelling. Neighborhood Picks is all my logos. So you could find me on any one of there. You could DM me, whatever. and or you can just leave me somewhere to get at you in the box. We can do stuff anytime. I love talking about this stuff. That's why I kind of did this. It's kind of like a natural thing anyway. So why not connect and pipe in with all my friends and have a good time? I talked to 100 guys a Sunday since I'm 12. Oh man, this it's just part. It's just part of. It's just a good idea. It's a fun hobby for sure. Yeah, KC. I'll tell you what, bold. KC. It's like New England. How new, but even Ramondre Stevenson, that's kind of a bad example now, but it feels like New England, you can never get a good grip on the backs. That's how it's been with KC for years. Everybody thought Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the guy when he came. And what messed up everybody's minds for like a year and a half is, if you remember Clyde Edwards-Helaire's first game as a pro, he had like 130 yards. So it was like automatic. And everybody got stuck on him for like 2 years. It's crazy. Oh. Guys, I've got to remind everybody, neighborhood picks, like and subscribe, share the channel. We get football talk in real time as we go every Sunday morning. It's kind of like a Sunday social, and we're all piped in. It's a new social club. It's 2023 social club style. I like it. I like it. I grew up with around people my whole life. So this stuff is I need to be connected to people. So this is just a new way. What do we got here? Watson. I'm interested to see Watson, Geese. I'm really interested to see Watson. I think he'll be good. I kind of feel bad for Brissett. If Brissett beats Tom Brady today, does Watson start? That's the question I'm looking at. I don't know. I don't know if Brady beats Cleveland. Still looking. Hey, Mel. What's up, Mel? Mel, I know you've been busy on that coaching grind. I know you must be busy. I know you must be busy. How you doing, buddy? Doing good? They can't stop our defense, Mel. You're going to be coach of the year in the whole state in 4 years. Coach of Florida, Fort Myers. Deion Sanders is going to be handing you a plaque in about 3 years for winning the state. Shout out to Coach Mel, Carmelo Ortiz, up on the high school level out in Florida, doing his thing, basketball lifer, and great coach, and really connects to the kids, and he's doing his thing out there in Florida. Shout out to you, Mel. I'm playing Newman today. We're supposed to tie. I'm on Richie till about 12:45. 12:45, quarter to one. Geese, you want to give me Jamal Williams, Swift, and Pittman for Justin Jefferson? I can't. You know what? I'm 8-3 right now in our league, so I'm trying to get one of those buys. Right now, I'm in third. I think we have a top-heavy league. 5 of us have real good records, and I think the number 6 playoff team is under 500 in the Jenks league. So that's something to keep an eye on. We got a pretty interesting race. I think I'm going to keep my team though. Cody, what's up, Cody? Gonna get me start cursing. Ah, oh man, yeah, yep. So hey, Pittman, that's a good one. Year round. Here we go. Pittman or Lockett. You know what? I feel when I watch the Colts that nothing is supposed to happen. And I don't know why. I got a bad feeling with the Colts all the time. I feel like it's a terrible team, but Taylor's good, but then he's in and out. And I'm just taking a shot on Paris Campbell out of desperation tomorrow. And I need one bullet in the chamber for Monday night. So, but I would probably go with Lockett if I had them both. Geno Smith's playing terrific. Seattle's playing winning football. I mean, I never feel comfortable with the worst team. So I think Seattle's a little better, but I don't know. That's hard. I like Lockett. Lockett's a good player. They got a balanced attack. The Colts, you never know. The Colts could have a stinker. They could have a good game. You got to stick by teams too. Which teams are in a rhythm? If there's always a team that's in scoring position, I want their kicker. So like, you gotta balance it out. There's no real Definitely balance it. And real football has a way of tricking you. Michael Gallup had the nicest 5 catches for 54 yards I've ever seen on Thanksgiving. Beautiful, big time plays. Didn't translate to fantasy at all. Then you got a running back that gets blown out by 30, that catches 11 screens, 11 dump offs, and he rushes for 18 yards and gets a bullshit touchdown. He puts up a 30, and then you got a good football player. That's frustrating too. When you have a good player, like say you have a Michael Gallup, you started Michael Gallup on Thanksgiving. He made those strong Herculean catches, and then all of a sudden, you look up at the end of the game, you're like, holy shit, Michael Gallup played great. 554. Nope, it doesn't say in the fantasy stat sheet what a great game he played. Big, strong catches in traffic, coming down, first downs, but that's where you can get screwed. I hate looking for empty points. I'd rather win with good players, and in a perfect world, it's all good. But isn't it frustrating in fantasy, like when you're struggling, you're looking for guys that the team is already blah and terrible. Now in my other league, now in some mornings, you just wake up and you feel good. Like in the Jenks league, geese. In that league, and like in Carmelo's league, I feel pretty lucky. But like in this one league, I got Herbert, Walker. Now I'm 8-3. I'm all right, but like Herbert on the comeback. So if I got these wins with him hurt, good. Walker got him. Carter, that's my back. That's my second back. Williams went down. I did a fantasy no-no. I did things that are against the math and against real, pure fantasy people, but I don't totally give a F. So in one of my leagues, I got Thielen and Jefferson. I got the whole Minnesota receiving core, and they gave me a 21 and a 29 this week. I'm having fun. I love having the Vikings receivers. I got Freiermuth, Davis, Jacoby Myers, low floor. High floor. McManus. I think I might have to get rid of him. Denver's never in scoring position. I might have to get rid of McManus. Would you guys get rid of McManus? Yeah, right? What the hell am I doing with him? I don't like guys that don't get close to the end zone. Like, I don't know. Let's go. What do we got here? Lockett. Yeah, I agree, Bold. I agree. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Wilson, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Peoples-Jones, Nooch, he's on the all Nooch team this year. I realized I saw him this year and took mental note. So I'm a Peoples Jones football player fan. So we're gonna look him up. Let's do this together. And I was having a conversation about Deontay Johnson with a good buddy of mine about a week ago. He's dropped off considerably in the last 2/3 of the season. He started hotter. So Peoples Jones, let's see. The last 4 weeks he's played 6 targets, 4 targets, 9 targets, 6 targets. Not bad. Catches 6 for 6, 4 for 4, 5 for 9, and 5 for 6. That just goes to show you everything going his way, he's catching. How many targets is that? 6 and 4 is 10, 15, 25, 10, 11. Wow. 21 in the past month. They threw to Peoples Jones 25 times. He caught the ball 21 times. That's tremendous. Right there, that tells me probably Peoples Jones. Let's see Johnson. I'm leaning towards Peoples Jones. I knew it. It was in my brain. The shit that I look up just reinstates what I'm thinking. Shit's in my brain. Now, here, Deontay Johnson, last 4 weeks, 10 targets, 9 targets, 5 targets, 5 targets. How many catches? 5 for 10. That's half. All right. 5 for 9. That's half. So same catches, more targets. 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5. He's got a decent amount of volume, but only 5 targets the last 2 weeks. I would have to think they would have to get him more involved. They're predicting him. Listen how safe they played on the odds. They're predicting him to just catch 4.5 balls today, because last week he caught 4. The week before he caught 4. The week before that 5 and 5. Ooh, 4, 4, 5, 5. Let's say 5. I don't know. He seems to always catch 4 or 5. It's actually a perfect line for him. And you know what? Pittsburgh plays tomorrow night. Well, it depends on preference, Wilson. Willie. It depends on preference. Do you want one shot to have tomorrow night to enjoy the end of your fantasy. You're down 6. You got Deontay. You're feeling good. You're down 13. Or if you go Peoples Jones, that's going today. The game's in Cleveland, outdoors, probably windy. Is there a gust of wind emoji on your on your matchup? I'll check for you. On my fantasy site, if it's going to be a weather, there'll be a gust of wind emoji. That shit scares the shit out of me. Yeah, I don't like it. Like I had Tucker the other day. I almost benched Tucker last week because there was a gust of wind emoji right by Tucker. So I'm like, oh, no, the wind. So I almost benched him because there was wind facing him. Then I slapped myself out of it and I left him. So, but it could be. It's different with predicting a game, a full game. So probably not a lot of offense out there in Cleveland. I don't see. You know how they play. But I think Deontay Johnson and Peoples Jones will both have 4 to 6 catches. But who's got the better chance of scoring? Probably Deontay. I don't know, man. It's like the somebody's got to play. You know how I said today's the somebody's got to win bowl for like 5 games. It's the somebody's got to win bowl. I've never seen more shitty matchups than today. That's like you got to play somebody. Peoples Jones or Deontay. I got a hunch, Wilson. I'm gonna take a long shot because I too I'm in 4 leagues and I got 2 leagues where I'm sub 500 and I got 2 leagues where you just wake up expecting a win. Or when you see, you're like, why? I'm gonna take a shot and say you're chasing the playoffs because or you just have buys. I would say you're probably trying to stay alive. What do we got here, guys? Neighborhood picks, like, subscribe, share, spread it. Sunday Social Club. Let's see here. Let's see. Bold predictions. A little late to you. Here we go. Do you think Tua is actually a top 5 QB? Well, I I think he's in a top 5 situation, and I think he's managing everything real well. I think he processes. I think he throws good. I think he has a little bit of an injury prone bug. I think he's always been very accurate, but really what they're doing, you cannot put 8 in the box. They're running a good zone run, and everything now is a quick play action throw. Quick play action over the middle. If you look at Miami's offense, it's based off the zone run and then going like you're going to zone run, pull it, play action. And as soon as he dips in with the fake, he comes up and he's looking. He's been getting rid of the ball very quick. So if Tua can keep getting rid of the ball, it's really just about the creativity in the offense now. The situation he's in, I can see him with success this year going forward and maybe staying on a run if he doesn't get hurt because Waddle and Hill are so fast. Mostert is not playing today, but he's a sprinting champion from college. Sprinter. It's a difference being a track star in a football. But Wilson, Jet. I think the team speed is elite even on that level. So I think they're going to be dangerous this year. But I don't think he would. I don't think he's a better quarterback than the top 7 or 8 guys. So no, he's not a top 5 guy, but he's in a top situation. That's a good question. Great question. That one made me really think. I love shit like this. T Rich. Yeah. I think Seattle's I love how they're playing this year. I'm a Kenneth Walker super fan, man. T Rich, you know who I'm gonna say. I'm not going over Kenneth Walker. I like Kenneth Walker over DK because he's gonna rumble and stumble 20 times. He might catch a couple, but who cares? He's rumbling and stumbling. He's on the next gen top 10 fastest players. I believe he's number 1, uno, fastest player in the league this year as of a couple weeks ago. I didn't recheck. I will. But Kenneth Walker is so impressive to me. He's first team all Nooch this year. I love Kenneth Walker. I'm impressed by him. I think he runs violent, and I think he's real good. I agree, Rich. I think Pickens. I saw Pickens. I saw Pickens for Pittsburgh in the preseason. A D-back went to check him in a preseason game, and Pickens sent him spikes up. His feet were in the air. He went flying through the sideline. He bounced this guy off the field. It was a D-back. The back went to press him. When you're a receiver and you're on the line, you got to get away from the move. Pickens didn't even try to get away from the move. Boom! Sent this little D back. Cleats in the air. Decleated him. Pickens will be the number one. And yeah, they're looking at him to be the number one. Real good. Real good. What do you got, Rich? Let's see. PPR dilemma, need one of these 5. Flex spot. Carter pick. Oh, I'm sorry, Richie, baby. Oh, you know what? I didn't get to Akers at the end because I was telling the joke. See, that's where the ADD comes in. I remember this from before. Carter, Pickens, Foreman, Mooney, Akers. All right, let's get rid of Mooney because Fields is not playing. We don't want to charter into the unknown in week 12. Let's get rid of Akers because they got a puke fucking team, right? Let's get real for a second. They got a puke team with the little Campbell's chunky soup boy that looks like a little boy that's actually an adult, McVay. We don't want him. So, okay, now we got Carter, Pickens, and Foreman. I like Carter today because the Jets should take care of business and lean on him heavily because they got a backup quarterback. So we're going to put Carter in. All right, Rich? And then you got Pickens or Foreman. 8 out of 10 times, I would say Foreman this year. However, Carolina trending this way. Another quarterback unknown. I love Foreman, but I would probably go with Pittsburgh. Keep one guy in the chamber for Monday night, and rely on that. What we all said we saw that Pickens is becoming the number one, and if Deontay Johnson is getting 10 targets, Pickens should get 10 targets tomorrow. So, I would probably lean towards Deontay Johnson, Rich. I would lean towards Deontay. Juwan Johnson is a sneaky flex. T-Rich, tell him about Juwan Johnson. My buddy likes him. What do you got? You know what, Mel? I was talking about this before, buddy. I'm so upset about this. I think that they just dogged Zach Wilson way too much. Way too much. Neighborhood Picks, guys, like and subscribe. I think they dogged Wilson. I think that a lot of quarterbacks, I'm going to say this one example. Last time I'm going to repeat it because I don't want to, in case somebody's been on the whole time. I've seen Andrew Luck in his prime, 5th year in, go to the playoffs, beat Denver, beat Peyton Manning at Denver, then go to the AFC Championship, play New England, and go like 3 for 30. Like, he looked like a JV quarterback. Why? Because Belichick screwed him up. He screwed him up. There's a reason why Darnold was seeing ghosts. So, because the Jets' second-year quarterback has won a game against the Patriots, 3-3. Harrell, if that punt return didn't get caught for a touchdown, the game would still be going. Do you bench him if the Jets win? I think bad job caving. They folded. The organization folded, and they did that kid a little wrong. Not because he didn't deserve to be benched. He probably did. The tape was probably atrocious because what I saw on TV was bad. But you got to ride out. Tell the fucking receiver with the yellow sunglasses to keep his fucking mouth shut in the interviews after the game because he's never done anything in the league either, and get the team back where you need it. I don't like that shit. Cody, Campbell or Metcalf? I'm allergic to shitty teams, Cody. I got Paris Campbell in my own flex in another league, not our league. Another league, I got him in the flex. I'm going for him. But if I had DK Metcalf, Paris would be history. Metcalf's on a good team. Seattle, Raiders, that game's going to be rocking. That game's going to be rocking today. That's going to be a good game. DK is a man amongst boys. He's actually he's huge for the NFL. DK Metcalf, if the NFL if we call them normal sized people, he's enormous for the normal amongst the elite. I've never seen a guy that big in my life. And he ran a 10.300. Do you know how fast that is? My friend Dre, one of my best friends, he ran a 4.3940. He was our tailback in high school. He's we had 2 super tailbacks. They were both 4.4 or lower guys. Track stars. And I was the quarterback. I was the slowest guy in the backfield at a 4.5 and change. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. It's just DK Metcalf what I was going to say was my buddy Dre ran a 4.340. Long story short, his 100 was a 10.59, and he still has the record up in Passaic County. It's been 25 years. They just gave him like a silver anniversary edition. Nobody's beaten his record in 25 years. My buddy is the fastest guy I've ever seen in my life. 10,500. DK ran a 10,300. 10-3 is fucking flying. I hate cursing so much. 10-3 is flying. Got to go with DK. Got to go with DK. Bold predictions. We agree a lot. We do have to get up. I would like to talk and get more of a dialogue. Like today I'm going at a different speed, thinking things through. I got a lot of information that's already been researched before I came on. I want to go into long form, and I know there's a lot of people out there just like me that sometimes when they're driving, sometimes it's music, sometimes it's sports radio. Who doesn't like sports talk? I don't know, man. So yeah, definitely let me know about any podcasts or anything, because I got a lot of spaces that I want to charter out and see what's up over there. I like the whole art of this shit. And I think I'm cut for it. What do we got? Bad monkey. Oh, hey, T-Rich. I didn't see that, T-Rich. My bad. So Pickens over Carter. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, you only get one? Carter. If you only get one, T-Rich, am I right? Carter's got to be. Now, Najee or Pickens? Najee. Why, T-Rich? I'm a big guy. I follow injuries. I follow the guys that I think are on PEDs. I follow all the shit in the crevices. I'm like a detective, right? Najee, Liz Frank. What's that, Nooch? It's a bad foot. He had a little bit of a bad foot in the beginning of the year. It's like, damn, Najee's just Mr. Three yards in a cloud of dust. But he looked a little more, less of a hitch in his giddy up the last 2 weeks. So they're gonna fucking use him. They're gonna use him to death. He's gonna get 30 touches. They use him to death. He's like a small yacht. He's an enormous running back. And they're going to give him his 20. You're not going to say, oh, I wish they gave the ball to Najee. So if he doesn't put up, it's because he doesn't do shit. You always got to worry with a receiver. When you got a back that's the bell cow like that, he's pretty much the bell cow. Pickens. Here we got Cowboys, Super Bowl champs. Hey, Cowboys are there. I was just giving a major shout out to. I liked how they. Here's what I love about the Cowboys: seeing Pollard be so effective and fast and good and playing the whole game, picking up blitzes. So if I see Pollard picking up blitzes, they don't have to take him off the field for certain situations. Since I've seen that in the last 2 weeks, since I've been really looking, I feel a little better about Pollard. I like Dallas's team. I like San Fran's team right now. I think San Fran's going to be dangerous. And then I love to see the East. I'm so excited to see the NFL, NFC East, and AFC East. This is in 95. Hey, bold predictions. I have the best. I got something crazy I'm going to share real quick. In 1995, I went to the Dallas Cowboys versus the 49ers, a rematch of the NFC Championship. Donald Trump in Atlantic City, he was hosting the 49ers against the Cowboys in a basketball game. He had this arena. My dad was shooting craps at the Trump Taj Mahal. So he got like the VIP shit, like for the high rollers. So I'm 15 years old. And my dad's like, yeah, I'm going to send you to the basketball game. I'm like, oh, all right. I didn't even know what it was. But whatever was going on at that hotel, he was going to, take care of us. So we went, and I went and saw Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, all the Cowboys, and Dion against the Niners in a basketball game. Michael Irvin thought he was Jordan. He was jocking. He was 3 for 38, Michael Irvin, fadeaways. He really thought he was Jordan. And then I was walking to my room one night, and I saw them. I guess they were on our floor, and I saw them. But yeah, that's a little funny story. It's funny when you said this ain't 95. I actually I saw the Cowboys Niners in a basketball game at the Trump Taj Mahal in 1995. I wonder if there's any record of that. And I sat right next to Trump, his wife, and his kids. Like, his kids that you see on television today, they were with me like at the game, like the little girl was eating popcorn. His daughter must be about my age, a little younger, because the little girl was eating popcorn, and the boys were little. They were little boys. They were little kids. Yeah. So I sat next to the Donald for the basketball game in '95. Sat next to the future president. Swear to God. Swear to God. Swear on my everything. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. You'll never know what you're gonna hear. You never know what you're gonna hear on here. I got a million stories. I got a lot of funny ones. Every once in a while, I'm gonna drop story time. I'm gonna do a story time segment. Just tell some crazy shit that happened in my life. Think of the best stories. I got good ones. Yeah, the basketball game was good when I was about 8, 9. I remember it, but I don't. Dr. J playing Kareem one-on-one AC. Huh? I saw that too. Let's get back to football. Let's get back to football. Kareem beat Dr. J. Too tall, too tall. Yep, that's all I remember. Kareem beat him. Trump had that one too. Here we go. Do I think the Ravens can make the Super Bowl run? Here, you know what? No. No. I take that back. Bold, you're making me think today. You better never leave it here on the Sunday morning. You're making me think today. Yes. I'm going to tell you why. I got a great answer. I'm going to blow you away with this answer. Ready? When I was 20 years old, 2000 Ravens. 2000. They beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. That team had one of the greatest, very good defense, tough Ravens team. They didn't score a touchdown for the full month of October. Touchdown, 0, 0, 0, and 0. They went 4 straight weeks without scoring a touchdown. They got their shit right and won the Super Bowl later because they played a certain way. So yes, I've seen. Yes, it could happen, but they would have to really get in a groove. They would have to really get in a hell of a groove like the Bengals did last year. The Ravens, we need to see something come of the pass. We know Lamar can pass. We know the receivers are weak, and we know Deshaun Jackson is suiting up today, 36 years old off the street. I hope they're all right. No 40. I don't drink alcohol, Mel. I don't drink alcohol. I don't need shit. I'm higher than most people normally. Once I figure that out, I'm like, shit, I got an edge up on everybody. I'm always ready. I'm taking the Nooch senior approach forever. High on life, baby. I don't even need, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Little Chiba. I did have a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear. That's cannabis. Hey, did you guys hear about that? Mike Tyson edibles. I bought Evander Holyfield's ear. I bit Evander Holyfield's ear. Neighborhood picks, baby!
What's up, you legend?
What's up, Ryan?
You know, chilling, living the dream.
Oh, man, we're having a good time this morning. There's so much going on, Ryan.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of different storylines, everything.
Hey, I just want to come full circle what I started with this morning real quick. What do you think about Odell?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I mean, I think as a Giants fan, I think we're desperately in need of talent at receiver. But at the same time, he's a head case,
That's
man.
it.
I don't know if I want anyone messing up the juju they got going on in the locker room, you know?
Yeah. It's this is crazy. Like I saw this morning with the Bills and the Cowboys today, and I know Bills Giants today, Cowboys tomorrow. Like, oh man, we know the Giants need him the most. That's established, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Or the Packers could use him too.
Yeah, I was blown away when they said he was visiting Buffalo today.
I mean, imagine he joined that wide receiver core. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and like that threw me for a loop.
That threw me for a loop. But I feel like every single week it's like Odell's deciding next week. When's this guy gonna decide with his pink hair? I want to know when he's finally gonna play somewhere. I'm sick of hearing he's gonna decide. We'll make a decision already. I don't know what the hell. This is ridiculous.
You know what, Odell? I'm telling you, right? His leg blew off. He broke an ankle at the end of the Giants. Then he came back. Then he blew the ACL. Then he came back. Then the same ACL. He blew the same ACL twice. That's scary to me. When you get a surgery and you blow the same thing that they just tied up, I don't know. That scares me.
I know.
Like in real life, it's real life, you know.
I know, and he's coming back. I mean, he blew it off. What, Super Bowl?
Now,
that was February.
Now you're Odell Beckham. Let's play truth serum time, right? You just blew your leg off twice. You're gonna be 30 in 3 months. You're coming back again. Do you go on the gear? Do you go on the gear to come back?
Oh, you know that he's on something. He's been in France. He's been with those models. You know he's on something to get back.
I think he's on the gear. You know what? That's a great question. Like, they're talking about Conor McGregor. He's not in the USADA testing because he's got a heel. Well, Odell's got a heel. You don't think a doctor's got him on some kind of growth hormone or something?
Oh yeah, they definitely got him on something to make sure he comes back nice and ready for the NFL season.
Yeah, man, it's tough.
Listen, I have a question. I was calling you about. I got a dilemma here.
What's up?
I got Dameon Pierce starting in my running back slot, right? But I got Samaje Perine on the bench, and now that Joe Mixon's out, that's an honest question. That quarterback isn't playing for the Texans. Their regular guy, Davis Mills, they're going another way. The Dolphins' defense can get after the quarterback. I don't know if I like starting Pierce.
That's tough, man. You know, we know Pierce came out of the gates like a rocket this year.
I know.
But we know the team is a scuttle and beans team.
It's a yes.
So
I hate shit offenses. I hate that.
That's the tough part about Pierce. Now, who's the other guy, Ryan?
The Samaje Perine, the starting running back today for the Bengals because Mixon's out.
Joe Burrow is a dangerous man. The Bengals are a fun team. They're talented, and Perine's going to get all the carries.
I know. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Perine over Pierce right now,
You know what, Ryan? You persuaded me just now with your argument because it's like the shit team factor. I like Pierce a little bit better as a football player, but I like the Bengals starting running back today to have more opportunities.
Pierce is in a different category than Samaje Perine in talent-wise for running back, but sometimes it's about what offense they play on and the system they play in and how it suits best for fantasy, So that's what I'm thinking about I might have to bench Pierce and stick Samaje Perine. Now, also...
Michael on here was just asking the same question. He said Pierce or Perine. We're probably going to go with Perine as our final answer because of the offense and opportunity. Right, Ryan?
Right, that's what I'm thinking too.
You know what I'm saying?
Too. I think Samaje Perine could be like a must start this week. I mean, he caught 2 passes for catch. What did he catch? 2 touchdown passes last week. And with Joe Mixon out, like you said, the Bengals can move the ball. They,
Ryan, you got to hold on one second. I got to throw a pause on this. I was just telling a story. Did you have me on? I was telling a story how I went to a basketball game in Atlantic City. This guy found the game that I was at. Logo Letcher. Thank you so much. I went to see the Niners and Cowboys. Donald Trump threw a basketball game when I was in Atlantic City when I was 15 years old. My dad was a high roller at his casino. And he found it. He found the game, this guy. How crazy is that? He found the fucking game. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You got to make sure you get that. You got to watch.
I wonder if there's television, you'll see me. I'm courtside. I'm next to I was next to the Donald for 3 hours.
You're on TV next to Donald.
Yeah. So, hey, Ryan, what else do you have? Do you have any more dilemmas with your start sits? What else you looking at with your team?
I mean, the other guy.
And are we going to let the fucking Richardson brothers get 1 and 2 in that league?
No.
We can't let them get 1 and 2. T-Rich, if you're watching, you're going down. So is C-Pup.
No. Also, the other thing is I was looking at now. I got Olave in, right?
Right.
I have Olave in, but I mean, I have Rashad White, and that's the league that I have Samaje Perine and Pierce, so I could even flex out one of those guys. Like I could go Rashad White, Samaje Perine, Olave, or Pierce.
Wow. Well, okay. Olave, you probably want to keep in, right? Because he always produces.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's a no-brainer in the flex, and then the other question would be Perine, Rashad White, or Dameon Pierce, because Rashad White's in that category, but I kind of figured he wasn't. I don't know.
Rashad White, you know what? Big Lenny's off today, right?
He is.
Playoff Lenny's off. Or is he on or off today? Is he on the field?
Wait, he's not playing now?
I think Playoff Lenny was out today. No? Let me check. I don't own Playoff Lenny, so I gotta check. Let me see. Lenny, Playoff Lenny. No, he's on. But Lenny's been banged up forever. When is Lenny? I don't know. Like, I think you want Lenny healthy for late December, January. I don't know. He's playoff Lenny.
That's what I'm saying.
I like White. I like White a lot. Tom Brady's gonna throw 100 fucking simple passes too.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to start Pirine. I think that's the guy out of all three of those running backs that I'm going to start out of the group. I think Pirine is a must start today. That's what I'm thinking. That now that we talked it out a little bit, I really think Samaji's a must start, top 12 play this week.
Mom. Yeah. I like that, Rye.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too. Listen, you get back to the questions on the stream.
All right, buddy.
I'll talk to you right before kickoff.
I'll call you before the games. We'll see. We'll get up later.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
Okay, Rye. Later. Yeah, man. Let's get to these questions. Yo, Logo. That is a great lookup. Thank you so much. I can't believe you found the game that I was at. I knew it. Oh my God, May. It was May. Wow. And that same year, I saw Roy Jones and Pazienza boxing match. That's crazy. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, OBJ is a loose cannon. You're right, Ma. He is a loose cannon. Hey, Mom, I haven't heard any start-sit questions. How you doing with your team? I know you're 8-3. You're going for that bye. Don't stop looking now. You've been on point all year. We let Mama Nooch in the league. We had a dropout in one of the leagues. My mom wanted to go in. She came in exactly 10 years ago once. Made the playoffs. She's in again. She's 8-3. Looks like she's going to make it. And she drafts herself. She knows everything. Man, Samaje Perine, you know what? As good as Latavius Murray's looked, it's hard to go against Samaje Perine right now. Number one, all the opportunities, Bengals, good team. I would probably go with Samaje Tech. I would go with Samaje. Lenny's not playing. Oh, good job, T. Rich. Thank you so much. Leonard Fournette's not playing at all. Yeah, he's doing the disappearing act like he usually does for a couple games, but it's hard to be a running back, man. Imagine having to ram yourself into somebody every second. I could see doing it in high school for a couple years or college, but like once you get around 10 years of car crashes, that's tough. That's tough. So I can't, like, my neck hurts right now. And I always wonder if it's from football, taking some hospital shots. Oh, yeah, what are you gonna do, huh? No regrets. Remember that commercial a couple years ago that had a no regrets tattoo? Instead of regrets, he spelled it regrets. No regrets. T-Rich. T-Rich. You know what? The competitor in me just saw Richardson. I saw the Brothers Bowl in front of me before I don't need week 17 to see it. Wait. Yeah. I don't need week 17 to see it. It's going to be the Brothers Bowl this year. Imagine that. That'd be cool. You guys got a good shot, man. Nice teams. I think your brother might have lowered himself a little bit with his late season trade. I think his team was a little stronger, maybe. I know Lenny's not playing. Oh, let's see, Rich, you're gonna kill me. What do we got here? Mel, crossovers. Have you? Oh, you must be really sharp right now. You're coaching. I know you can't go more than 10 minutes without touching the basketball. Like when I was coaching basketball at Wayne Hills, I could not have a basketball. It's almost impossible. Like I had a basketball in my hand every day, and my jumper was ridiculous at the end of the season. Because I'm getting up 100 jumpers before. I can't come into the gym and not grab a ball and beat a couple kids' ass shooting and then coach. You know what I'm saying? T. Rich is my man. He's the master mind of all this shit, and he's on point. He knows what's going on. Richie, baby. Oh, you know what? There's a lot of this. P. Ryan he better show out today because he's like the number one honcho that everybody's loving today. I hope P. Ryan doesn't burn all of us. We're all aware of the situation in Cincinnati. We're all aware of that. Now it's a matter of is he going to have he should have a decent day. I mean, anybody could get dinged up, this, that, but all the data is telling us P. Ryan should be a smart play. It's the fantasy smart play. Oh. Thanks, Bold. Have a great Sunday, buddy. Have a great Sunday. And get in touch with me. Neighborhood picks, every format. TikTok, IG, Twitter, neighborhood picks. I always check. So get in touch with me. Come on in, and we'll get something going. What do you got going? Oh, Godwin or Evans? You know what? Here, we know Tampa Bay's offense. Let's review Tampa Bay's offense real quick, T. Rich. We know that Evans makes the big contested catches. He's one of those guys. Even when he's covered, he's open over the top. He's got to make a few of those big plays, and he's always pulling up. Godwin, Tom Brady has been throwing dirt balls to Godwin a lot this year, but he's still been trying to come on. Now he's off the ACL 12 weeks from the season. Like, he came back to start the season, just took the brace off. Now it's another 3 months. I kind of like Godwin to ascend. I'm not going to renege on my call I said Godwin all year. I said I'm going to draft Godwin for November, December. I said it in August. Godwin, I'm drafting him now. He'll pay me in December. So we're coming up on that. So that's been my theory all year, that Godwin's going to get stronger and faster as he gets healthier away from the ACL. So I'll go with Godwin. Mooney or Ayuk. Well, I don't like Mooney this week because of the no Fields factor. So because no Fields, I would go with Ayuk. And see, Ayuk is a guy that's playing good football, better football than he is fantasy. He had 2 touchdowns last week, but there were his only 2 catches. But it just goes to show you they have these plays that are specifically for him when the situation is right. So I like Ayuk and where his role is going. He's 24 years old. He's in his 3rd season. He's played 2 2/3 of a season. You could see the kid coming into his prime. You could see it. You could actually see the kid stepping from rookie, first, second year guy to young veteran. Now he's young veteran Ayuk. After 2 years and 12 more weeks, he's not a rook no more. Young veteran Ayuk. Oh man, David Njoku's got a little neck issue. Freermuth. Njoku's got a little something with the neck, and Freermuth is coming on as a football player to me at a higher level. So I would go with Freermuth. I like Freermuth there. I actually have him in one of my leagues starting. So I have Freermuth. Goddard went on the IL. All kinds of crazy stuff. I made the biggest mistake I made this year was taking Jamal Williams on the comeback instead of Nick Chubb. I took my 1st round receiver, and then on the comeback, I went Jamal Williams, Javonte Williams, not Jamal. I wish I had Jamal. Javonte. I wish I put the wrong sticker on the board. If I would have put Jamal, would have changed my whole season. See the difference between a championship of fantasy? It could be the difference between Jamal and Javonte Williams. Guys, like and subscribe. Neighborhood Picks. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that like button so it goes through the right channels. And subscribe, like, and share it. And we do this every Sunday. And I'm gonna do specific live streams where there's things going on in real time, so we could talk about things and get like a little community when I feel like it's a good time for it. So what do we got here? Pick 2. Here we go, Ryan. Hey, what's up, bud? Standard league. Keenan Allen, Watson, Kirk, Metcalf. Wow, you got a lot. Whew. Yeah, Palmer went off last week, but it was Keenan Allen is just coming back. You never expect less from the guy as at further he gets into the season. So let's take a look at that. Metcalf and Ayuk are interesting. Palmer hasn't done it consistently enough yet, but that's tough, man. Well, I would start Christian Kirk because I feel like Jacksonville's going up. Trevor Lawrence looks good, and he's their best receiver. So you have to start Christian Kirk. And the most dangerous weapon after Kirk is DK Metcalf. Just straight up most dangerous, highest ceiling. I don't know if Keenan Allen has a high ceiling yet. Maybe if he catches a couple in the end zone. Watson, not sure. Ayuk, he had 2 touchdowns last week, and he only had 14 or 16 fantasy points because he only had 2 catches. So how high is his ceiling? We know they go to him situationally. The man is Metcalf. So Kirk and Metcalf, I would say. Jay Cutler starting. Jay Cutler. Look how far we've come in quarterback in the past 12 years. We had guys like Jay Cutler. We were trying to make him like he was a star. You know what? Speaking of guys that can look bad, like look at all the quarterbacks that look like they didn't have it, but you give them a couple years and they get better. You have ups and downs. Like Jared Goff is a perfect example. He's playing really well. And he didn't start his career. He started all right, but then he had his slumps. They got rid of him. I'd rather be the Detroit Lions right now than the Rams. Isn't it funny how the football gods work? Like, would you rather be the Rams right now or the Lions? Like if you were a mediocre player on the team, I'd rather be on the Lions right now. Well, football-wise, I'd rather be in LA than Detroit, but I heard LA is a real shithole. I don't want to offend anybody if they're watching from California. LA is a real shithole, I heard. People are moving out of LA in droves. Hey, Carter. Hey, what's up, bud? One at flex. Foreman, like him. Tough defensive matchup today. Pacheco, I love Andy Reid's scheme. I think he's going to involve him a lot. P. Ryan is the smartest fantasy start of the week. We've been talking about that. Watson or Pickens. I'd go with Pacheco and P. Ryan because Foreman's going to have a tough day against the Denver run defense, especially if the offense can't get going. And P. Ryan's taking the number ones for Mixon. Pacheco is the most talented back that I've seen in a long time. And Pickens is going tomorrow night, but he's a receiver. You never know. I'd go with Pacheco and P. Ryan. Christian Watson or Devontae Smith. Oh, that's man. I would lean towards Devontae Smith just for the fact that he's just a little bit better of a football player to me. Neither one of these guys, I don't expect a high ceiling, but I like the Eagles team. I like Devontae Smith a lot, and they have weapons. I'd probably go, I don't know. I'm a Devontae Smith fan. I know he hasn't done a lot yet, but there's a lot of guys that don't do a lot. They have a big name already. I think he's going to prove himself the longer he plays. Standard. So these are all for standard. You're funny, Carter. OBJ. Anytime, Carter. Nobody wants Beckham. See, here's what I did. Here's what we got to talk about Odell Beckham. It's like I didn't want him either, and I was blasting him on my channel. But then later on, I was like, this is a business. I don't care about this guy. So, as a Giants fan, we should take him. We should take him. We should take the guy. The Giants need him worse than anyone. I don't really want him. I don't like him, but I'm torn because of the status of my team. Now, Bills, like Richard, you're a Bills fan. I definitely wouldn't want him. They don't need a receiver so bad. Like Stephon Diggs is the man. Gabriel Davis is really good. McKenzie's showing things. Like, how about using your tight end, Buffalo? Where's Dawson Knox disappeared to every week? Has anybody been disappointed with the Dawson Knox saga this year? Am I the only one in the world suffering from what happened to Dawson Knox syndrome? Oh my God. What is up? I thought that kid was going into superstardom. You got guys like Dawson Knox that go like this and like this. And then you got guys like Kyle Pitts that go like this. And you're expecting things like this. Then you got a guy like Kelsey that does it like 7 years, 7 seasons in a row. And you're like specifically wondering if you should draft Kelsey because are you being a sucker? And he does it again. Wow. That's something. That's really cool. That guy has really impressed me this year. Travis Kelsey, guys. Who's past his prime? Not Kelsey. Not right now. He's not. I would have said that too going into the season. That's why I didn't draft him because I'm always looking at birth certificates and age. I think he's 33. That's end of prime, but not everybody keeps it. You know, Gronk was 100 years old when he was 32. He was like a 400-year-old man with all those back surgeries and this and that. So, but Kelsey, I read up that Kelsey had microfracture knee surgery. That's what Amari Stoudemire had. He became like zapped all his powers. Kelsey has not lost a step. Travis Kelsey is impressive. Man. Cole Kmet or Freermuth? No Kmet. No Kmet today. I don't hold the Kmet, hold the ketchup, hold the mustard. I don't want any of that with the Bears and the mystery quarterback. I don't like that stuff. Freermuth. Go with Freermuth. Pittsburgh, at least we know we have some type of body of work. At least we have some type of body of work. Guys, I did the neighborhood picks. I did the pick'em video yesterday. Make sure you leave your 3 best bets in the comment box underneath. Giving a $150 gift card out to the winner at the end of the regular season. I count up the wins. I give the standings tonight. I'll give the standings on where you guys are at. This is our 5th round. So after today will be 5 rounds in the books, and the maximum that anybody can have is 15, but nobody's perfect. So I'll count them up. The leaderboard will probably be somewhere close to the double figure range. My mom had 8 going into last week, and she only got 1 right last week. So she's got 9. I don't know if anybody's ahead of 9, but I'm going to count them up. We'll see. I thought it was really interesting that the Bengals are on the exact same record, same pace as last year. That's cool. What do we got? Julio Jones is better than Odell. Wow, that's a great question. Like, who had the better career? That's weird. Julio stayed a little hurt for years, but he kept producing. Odell was shorter span. So Julio, you're right. Julio is better than Odell. You got to give Julio the edge on career because Julio Jones, in my mind, can possibly be a Hall of Famer. Odell cannot be. I don't think Odell Beckham's a Hall of Famer at all. I saw guys like Tim Brown play till 38 years old, and they left him waiting 30 years to get in the Hall of Fame. Like when I was in my early 20s, the Raiders had Jerry Rice at receiver and Tim Brown. One was 40, the other was 36. Both of them tearing up the league. Jerry Rice was the best 40-year-old receiver I've ever seen in my life. They had to make him quit. He was still trying out for teams at 42, 43, Seahawks, Broncos. That's amazing. That's amazing. Julio, Hall of Famer. Odell, not a Hall of Famer. So I would agree with that. That's a good assessment. I like doing the morning show early. I feel like guys get more engaged and come on, and I like the earlier experiment. It's good. I got Papa Nooch in the house today. I heard him. He just got up. He's a night owl. It's going to me, John. It's like 2 a.m. last night. John, I don't go to sleep now. Oh, okay. I'll just stay up all night. Dad, Dad, why don't you watch TV in the living room and go to sleep? Oh, what is it? What is it, 1:15? I don't go to sleep now. You know I watch TV till 3, 4. All right. I was like, Dad, you go in the living room. I'll put you on the loop with the Netflix, and I'm going to sleep. I got to be up early. I got shit to do. We had fun. playing cards. What do we got here? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go over the same gamer right now too, because I got a couple. I got a couple good ones. I've been looking. I'm leaning towards Michael Carter. That's my prognosis on the same gamers. I like Michael Carter because Robinson's not knocking anybody's socks off, and the Jets are getting better than the Bears with the backup quarterback, and the Jets defense is silly. They're very good. And I just have a feeling that you're gonna lean on that running backs today. I'd be afraid of the Raiders today. The Seahawks are the better team. They're supposed to win, but the Raiders play everybody hard. The Raiders, month and a half ago, I saw them at the Chiefs winning 21-0 or 21-7. They blew the game. They blow all the games, but I've seen them. I've seen the Raiders play a lot of teams tough. So will they be in the game with Seattle? Probably. Everybody jumped out of the window on the blowouts from Sunday, and they made the spreads enormous for Thanksgiving. I did a 3-team teaser. I just added 10 points on each team, and I covered every game. Thank God I was getting 20 with the Giants. You could have won that. The teaser worked both ways for every game. A 3-team teaser with 10 points. You could have knocked the teams that won, you could have knocked the spreads down. You would have covered. And the teams that lost, if you knocked them up, you covered. It fell in between. Any 3-team teaser, 6 ways would have won. So that's cool. I like Cincinnati today. That's why P. Ryan's probably that's like the fantasy pearl of the week. I think P. Ryan is probably the smartest move. The Bengals use their running backs. P. Ryan showed he's very capable when he comes in. I like that. I like that for fantasy wise. I'm zoning in on the Chargers and the Cardinals today because nobody's mentioning it, but the Cardinals are going to go how the little guy goes. He needs to ball up today, and no more fucking little motor twirling around. No twirling around, Kyler. Play the position. We know you could twirl around. We know you're a good improviser, Kyler. Play quarterback, little guy. I don't know why I go at those little guys because I see them acting funny, you know. Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm so happy I got him right now. I think I might have a big day today in fantasy. I'm hanging on. I'm playing Nate. I got Wilson starting. I'm playing in the other league. I gotta check. I'm playing Coleman in one league, and I'm playing Newman. Allen, what's up, bud? Oh man. So what else we got? So now Chargers, Cardinals, Murray, Herbert. I have Herbert. I know what happened to him. I know he hurt his rib. I know he's 3 months back, and I know he's a super quarterback. We just got to fight the obstacles of that fish face coach, the shitty plays they got, but they're coming back. They got Keenan. They're starting to look a little bit more like themselves. I'm gonna give them a pass, but what's Arizona's excuse? I don't like how they look. They're not passing the eyeball test to me. T. Rich, you better start thinking quick on whether when your team goes to the playoffs, if you're going to start Kyler Murray or Jimmy Garoppolo. You got Jimmy G. I know you didn't drop him. That was a great pickup 2 weeks ago when Kyler was out. Great pickup. You got a real dilemma on your hands. I wouldn't just blindly start Kyler Murray the way he's playing over Jimmy G on any given Sunday. It would be matchup. It would be depending on the matchup dependent. Jimmy G, 4 touchdowns last week. That's got to be creeping into your brain. You're probably wishing Jimmy G didn't play so well. Guys, neighborhood picks, like, subscribe, smash that like button so we can keep going in the right direction. You're probably wishing Jimmy G didn't play that well, T. Rich, because if I had Murray and Jimmy G, it wouldn't be that easy. Oh, who do you have, Alan? Carter. Oh, okay. White for Tampa Bay, I think you're saying, right? Monty. Who the hell's Monty? What am I? Am I not up on my thing, or did you have a typo? I never miss players. I'm shocked. If there's not a Monty here, there better be a Monty. Oh, Montgomery. You know what? That's why Monty didn't pop in my head. I like Herbert better. But I'm just saying, just for the personnel. Sorry, Alan. Just for the personnel. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Let's take a look at this. We like Carter because he's the best running back on the Jets, who are going to be using their running back today. Murray, Mitchell. I like Mitchell a lot. Talented football player. Will they use him? They should. What are you going to use Murray McCaffrey every week? Murray, shitty team. Foreman, shitty team, but good player. So you got to go Carter. I would say next in the pecking order would be Mitchell, then Foreman, then Murray. I like Foreman still better than Murray. I think Foreman's hitting his prime as a player. Montgomery, I would stay away from because of the Bears' shitball syndrome today. No Fields. It's going to look much different than we've seen the Bears the last month. It's not going to look like the same. So who knows if they're going to gain yards? Like, I could see them getting less than 100 yards of offense in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised if they had 93 total yards of offense at halftime. And if they fall behind to the Jets, you got checkdowns, but you don't want to depend on that. You want to depend on guys playing a good game, scoring, getting yards, in a positive win. If you got to rely on a team losing by 30 so you get checkdowns and shit like that, you don't want that. I don't think. Drew B. Look at the Raiders logo. Look at that Raiders pirate logo in there. Van Jefferson or Demarcus Robinson in my flex. Well, I'm a big fan of the double binger. I live a little bit in fantasy. I live a little bit. Sometimes I'll put teammates on the same team. If you know what, Demarcus Robinson had like 8 for like 100 and something a couple weeks ago, and he came on a little bit. Van Jefferson has yet to come on, so it's like, what have you done for me lately? Lamar got another receiver, a burner. Deshaun Jackson today might open things up. You can't. Nobody's gonna bracket Denard Robinson. So I think Denard Robinson there. I would go that. Simeon. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Mom? Jared McKinnon. Okay, Chiefs. He's splitting time with Pacheco. You never know with Fat Andy or Cordell Patterson. You know what, Ma? You've been rocking with Patterson for a long time. I know you have McKinnon, but you know how I feel about Patterson, and they do use him as a serious weapon. All the fantasy experts are like, be careful with Patterson, but if he's healthy, they're going to use him. He's really their ultimate weapon the past 2 seasons. So I would go with Patterson. I would go with Cordell Patterson for sure. That's my guess. Yeah. Broncos, Panthers. Somebody's got to win, Bowl. A lot of somebody's got to win games today. There's not a lot of good games at all, guys. I'm so happy we have fantasy. I'm so happy fantasy football was invented because this would be like a real blah Sunday. Ooh, can't wait to watch the Broncos Panthers. Can't wait to watch the Falcons Commodores. Okay, come on, Commodores. Oh, can't wait to watch the Browns and Bucks. Cincinnati, Tennessee. Even though it's a good game, that's not the best game. Texans, Dolphins. Nobody's going to see that one. Bears, Jets. Raiders, Seahawks. Decent. Chargers, Cardinals. Decent. Rams, Chiefs. Terrible. Green Bay, Philly. Probably going to be a terrible game that we're hoping is good. Aaron Rodgers, broken thumb. Nothing going on there. So it's a weird game. I'd like to see. This is a put up or shut up week for a lot of guys in different scenarios. Tom Brady coming off a bye should be sharp. Kyler Murray coming off an injury. Got to look. Who do you start if you're T. Rich? Do you start Garoppolo going forward or Kyler Murray? I think today's got a lot to do with it. If you had to win today, who are you starting, T. Rich, today? You starting Kyler? Landry or Cobb? Mel, you know what? I got a name for Jarvis Landry. He's that dude that you have him and he never does anything for you. Puts up like an 11 every week. It's 9. And then at the end of the season, this is not now. This is like a couple of years ago. Then you look at his numbers. He caught 100 balls for 1,000 yards, but he never did anything. He had like 2 touchdowns. He was the king of putting up empty stats for fantasy guys for the first 4 or 5 years of his career. But now the last couple of years, he's really tailed off. Jarvis Landry, he's not an elite receiver. If he gets chances, it's a bonus. I know he made a couple catches the past few weeks, but I don't see any juice from him. Low ceiling Jarvis. Low ceiling. Mel, low ceiling. You got a duck to get under. There's no ceiling on Jarvis. So, where are we? We go at Cobb. Mel, what the hell is that? The Geriatrics Bowl? Landry or Cobb? Ooh, you're in trouble, Mel. Didn't you make trades in our league? You're starting Jarvis, Landry, or Cobb? Oof. Mel, we only got 1 flex. Where's your receivers? Landry or Cobb? I'll take the guys relevant 7 years ago for 200, Alex. We had 1 category over there before this morning. That's been 2 questions for the guys relevant 7 years ago for 1,000, Alex. Before it was $1,000 question. Yours I put 200. Yes. Guys that were relevant 7 years ago for 1,000, Alex. Who is Deshaun Jackson? Right, Nooch, right. We got a good one for that, for Deshaun Jackson today, too. It's a throwback day. It's NFL 2015 Throwback Sunday. Deshaun Jackson's playing. We could even say 2010. Wow. Tom Brady, Deshaun Jackson. We could go almost 2 decades back. D-Jack's first TD. I like that. D-Jax. D-Hop is my favorite. He's my favorite receiver over the past decade. You say Nooch, 2022, rewinded 10 years from the beginning of the 2013 season. Let's go there. My guy, if I had to give somebody the championship belt of receivers, Hopkins, because he was so fast, elastic, man, catches everything. He's got to be my favorite. Now, lately coming on is Jefferson, and just like outstanding receivers cup. But Jefferson's the new guy that I think is, if I got to give somebody the belt, it's Jefferson. This is great. Oof, man, I like Cooper and I like Kirk. I like them both today. I like them both. I like Kirk. I loved him last year in Arizona. I like him this year. He's doing well. Let's check him out. Cooper is having some surprise season. I didn't expect Cooper to go off Dallas, go to Cleveland, take away Watson, take away Dallas, and he's going to play this well and do this. I gotta apologize to Amari Cooper because I was bad mouthing him saying he wasn't legit, but he really showed that he's some football player and he's having a good season. But Kirk is coming on too. This year, Kirk has 52 catches for almost 700 yards. That's nice. The 700 yards is nice. And Cooper, 50 catches for almost 700 yards. Wow. Good question. That's a good, wow. I really am like a computer. I'm like a computer. I really couldn't say because I like them both and they have the exact same stats. Hey, oh, try to get me? Try to get me? Ooh, get him, Nucci. Oh, right, Rich? Right? Oh, man. That is fun. There's Garrett Wilson. 43 catches, 530. So he's lagging a little bit behind the guys who are having good seasons. See the difference? 43 for 530 feels a lot different than 53 for 7. 160, 70 yards, 10 catches at this time of year makes a big difference. Garrett Wilson, nothing. Cooper, Kirk, good seasons. Difference, 165 yards, roughly 10 catches. Big difference. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Big difference. I'm having a lot of fun today. I'm in a good pocket. I like this pocket today. I'm gonna remember this one. I'm in a good pocket. I'm enjoying myself. We're having good back and forth. You learn the tempos as you go in a little while, you know? It's getting fun. I love this shit. Now, what's the bigger problem? I'm going to start asking. I want to make you guys think. Josh Allen's arm or Aaron Rodgers' thumb? That's my question. I think it's Aaron Rodgers, a broken thumb heals. UCL. L stands for ligaments. Ligaments, if they're torn, they're not going to get better. Broken thumb sounds like it's going to get better. Am I lying? I'm going to do an Am I Lying segment. That's a good one. Am I lying? I make the statement and say, am I lying? You say yes or no. Ooh. You see, we need to have these live stream talks. Gives great ideas. I'm complimenting myself. I'm like, oh, man. Now, you guys are going to kill me today. But if you really want to do me a super solid week 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right through the playoffs, right through the Super Bowl, I'm going to keep this community going. And I want to have it, like, just keep having more and more fun and diving into great dialogue and a lot of information exchange and ideas and talking and laughing. I want to keep this up, and I want you to share and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Just share it. Be like, oh, this guy, he's on. You like, if somebody really likes sports like that, they'll probably enjoy being in here, because one thing I'm not trying to do is look like a sports fan or act like I know how to talk. I'm really just being myself. So I love sports, and it just comes regular. So I love to talk about all this stuff, always have. So if you want to get in here and just keep doing this, like, let's just keep rocking and rolling. And then we got our own portals. Guys have ideas. You want to come on, you want to talk about something, we go on. And I'm moving towards long form discussions where I'm just asking people questions. Sometimes I listen to them, hear what you have to say for a while. You know, I carry it myself when I'm going solo, but I like different formats. So share my stuff. Um, just know that I'm going to be consistent and being here all the time. So I'm always looking for ideas and new ways to make things better. Now, got Dad with me today, and gotta get him. Got to get a couple things ready. Little breakfast, you know, a little toast, little coffee. Get a lot of things situated before the 1 o'clocks. I can't just boom and dart like I usually do. So I'm gonna get off a little bit early today, but I'm gonna do more live streams, and I might start doing a Thursday night. Thanks, Richie. Thank you, man. I might start doing like a couple little segments a Thursday night. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to tap into having fun with, like, people that like this sort of thing, just going through the sports, going through the ideas. It's a great hobby. It's a great exercise. It's always good to stay social in different ways. We come from an era where we always could talk, but I like piping in through the computer and going every way, type it and just and getting everything together like this. This is it's almost like, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, people don't meet all over the way they used to. I'm noticing in different generations. This is a way. This is a social way. So I'm a social guy. I grew up in a social club. In those days, it was a real social club. My dad's. Now, this is this is my social setting, because that's just a part of who we are and the fabric of what we do. So sports, you can't beat it. Fun conversation, always interesting, and you always have topics. We never run out of material. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna be on later doing shorts, Richie. We never run out of material. So later we're gonna be watching all the games, and we're gonna be doing shorts. And I like to comment when I see things that really, really make me want to say something. and I go to the shorts. So like when I'm home or by like a setting where I'm going to be watching television on a Sunday, I like to drop a lot of shorts because there's so many things I see throughout the day, and if I don't make a short, people forget about it. So keep an eye out for shorts and things like that. And then anybody you know that likes NFL, football, all sports, we're gonna keep this like a talk show format because I'm moving towards getting monetized. And I didn't even think about any of this when I started, but I love it as a hobby and I have the energy and God willing, healthy, feel good. So this is always gonna be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go up and get Papa Nooch ready, but we'll be around today doing shorts and stuff, and let's make sure that we just keep the community growing and let's just have fun in here. That's what I'm here to do. Have fun. I'm always having fun. Richie, thank you so much for coming in. I enjoy you in here. That's why one day I'm gonna meet you. I mean, this is really fun meeting. It's not just my friends in here that pop in. Like friends pop in, different ones, different weeks, then the same usuals. Then I'll get text messages from friends who don't even participate. And they'll be like, yeah, Reverend Nooch, you said this about that. I'm like, yeah, on my show before I was just talking about that. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, I saw you for a little while. We get the creepers just popping in and they don't even say hello. But it's all good. To each his own. I'm just here for an outlet so we all enjoy ourselves and have a good time and try to add something positive to your day. So guys, I'm going upstairs with Newt Senior, and then we're gonna do a little breakfast, and we'll be doing our live the shorts all day. All right. So have a great Sunday. Win your bets. Michael Carter, anytime touchdown. Michael Carter, Chargers to win, maybe little Chargers to win. Maybe D Jax first TD, D Jax, Baltimore, Deshaun Jackson, and I might have to go Monty. I might have to go Monty because Alan hit me with the Monty like he had a household name. Who the fuck is Monty? Monty. So, all right, I might have to do a little Monty first time TV. Basketball for life. Hey, Mel, I'm glad you're still here. Mel, I got you. Right as I was about to click that button, Mel, we need to start talking basketball, man. I don't care if we could go NBA, but I just want to talk the real game. I want to talk basketball. Come home for practice. I'll talk about press defense, any of that shit. When you're ready to go basketball, let's go. So basketball for life, I agree with that because that's really my favorite sport. But I'm a baseball and football guy. I'm a 3-sport athlete, baby. Shit, it is what it is. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Have a great Sunday. And to all you guys like that have been popping in, I'll see you later. Hit me up any way you know how. Later.